You ever been in a moment so sharp it feels like a shout inside your own head? A doctor yelling, "Can you hear me?" And suddenly, silence. Not the calm kind, the kind that hits like a wall. That's what happens when your hearing starts slipping away. Imagine this: an emergency room, frantic voices, machines beeping, and the most terrifying sound, your own inability to catch a word, your world shrinking piece by piece. That's not just drama, that's real life for millions over 55. But here's the kicker: hearing loss doesn't just steal sounds, it steals connection, memories, moments. You know the ones: your grandkids' laugh, your favorite song, the whisper of wind on a quiet morning. And it's not always sudden. Sometimes it creeps in like a slow fog. You say, "What?" more times than you want to admit. You nod along, pretending. You smile when you didn't catch a thing. But inside, frustration, isolation, even fear. The worst part: most people think it's just aging. What can I do? But that's the trap, because your ears, your brain, your life, they all want to fight back. They want to heal. Did you know? Hearing loss is linked to faster cognitive decline, Alzheimer's, depression, loneliness. This isn't some distant statistic. It's here, knocking at your door. Stop. Think about this. What if the key to holding on to your hearing, to bringing it back, was right there, in your kitchen? Not some miracle drug, not expensive surgery, but food. Yeah, food. The same stuff you eat every day. You're probably wondering, really? Can carrots or walnuts really do that? Hold that thought, because today we're diving deep into the surprising science-backed world of foods that don't just nourish your body, but actually protect, restore, even improve your hearing. It's time to stop letting silence win, to reclaim the sounds you love, to turn up the volume on life again. And it all starts now. Meet Robert. He's 62, retired engineer, proud grandpa of two loud, unstoppable kids. Used to be the guy everyone turned to when a conversation got tricky. The life of the party, cracking jokes, catching every word. But then it started. At first, just little things. The TV volume creeping higher, a "what" slipping out more often. He shrugged it off. It's normal, right? Getting older? One afternoon, his granddaughter asked him a question while they were baking cookies. He didn't catch a single word. She frowned. "Grandpa, why aren't you listening?" That hit him harder than any doctor's warning. Robert realized something was wrong. But here's the catch. He did what most of us do. He ignored it. Told himself, "It's not that bad." Yet the problem grew. At a family dinner, he missed the punchline. Laughter bubbled around him, but he sat there, lost. His wife noticed, worry flickering in her eyes. One day, driving home, the car horn blared behind him. He didn't hear it until it was almost too late. Heart pounding, palms sweaty. That was his wake-up call. Robert booked a hearing test. The verdict? Mild to moderate hearing loss. He felt crushed. This can't be it, he thought. I'm not ready to give up on sound. But instead of surrendering, Robert got curious. He dove into research, asked doctors, tried hearing aids. They helped, but he wanted more. Then he stumbled upon something unexpected. The idea that what he ate every day could actually heal his ears, restore his hearing in a way he hadn't imagined. Imagine that, the food on his plate becoming his secret weapon. It sparked hope. So Robert made a choice, to fight back, to feed his ears with what they really needed. The journey wasn't easy. Changing habits at 62? Tough. But Robert discovered flavors, colors, textures that felt like medicine and comfort all at once. Within months, his world started to shift. The volume didn't just go up on the TV. Conversations became clearer. The laughter of his grandchildren wasn't just noise anymore. It was music. Robert's story isn't magic. It's proof that hearing loss isn't a sentence. It's a challenge, one you can meet with something as simple as a fork and a fresh plate. And here's the truth. If Robert can do it, so can you. Picture your ear like a tiny, delicate orchestra. Each cell, each nerve plays a crucial note to create the symphony of sound. Now imagine what happens when some instruments start to falter. The music becomes faint, broken, even silent. That's hearing loss. It's not just about the ear. It's about nerves, blood flow, inflammation, and even the brain itself. Inside your ear, tiny hair cells catch sound waves and send signals to your brain. But these cells are fragile. They don't regenerate easily. Damage comes from noise, age, and yes, poor nutrition. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Your body needs fuel, real, nutrient-rich fuel, to keep those hair cells alive and kicking. Without it, they weaken, they die. The orchestra loses players. Scientists discovered that certain nutrients act like protective armor. Antioxidants fight off harmful molecules called free radicals. Free radicals are like tiny vandals, causing chaos inside your ear cells. Imagine free radicals as sparks flying dangerously close to dry wood. Without water or protection, the wood burns. That's what happens inside your ear when free radicals run wild. But foods rich in antioxidants are like firefighters. They douse those sparks. Vitamin C and E, magnesium, zinc, all heroes in this microscopic battle. Magnesium, for example, helps blood vessels relax. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach your ear cells. Think of it as opening windows in a stuffy room. Suddenly, fresh air revives everything inside. And it's not just about saving cells. Inflammation, the body's own alarm system, can get stuck in overdrive, damaging your hearing. Certain foods calm that fire, helping your ears recover. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish act like soothing balm for your nerves. They reduce inflammation, protect nerve endings, and keep the communication between ear and brain sharp. But here's a little-known secret. Your brain needs this support too. Hearing isn't just ears listening, it's your brain decoding signals. Nutrients that protect nerve health keep that connection strong. So, eating right isn't a random health tip. It's a strategic move, like tuning up your orchestra, strengthening every section to bring the music back. The foods we'll talk about next aren't just tasty. They're your body's allies in a fight against silence. And now you know why they matter. Not just hope, but science backing every bite. First, meet Helen. She's 68, loves gardening, and swore by her morning black coffee. Strong, dark, bitter, her daily ritual. But here's the catch. Helen started noticing her hearing slipping. Conversations felt muffled. The birds in her garden sounded distant. One day, she read something surprising. Too much caffeine, especially on an empty stomach, can tighten blood vessels, cutting off precious oxygen to those tiny ear cells. Imagine trying to hear a whisper through a blocked pipe. Helen didn't want to give up coffee completely, so she swapped her black coffee for a warm green tea, packed with antioxidants and gentle caffeine. She added a handful of walnuts, rich in magnesium, right alongside. Weeks later, Helen told her neighbor, "I swear, it's like my ears woke up. The garden sounds are back. Even the kids' laughter feels closer." That's advice number 1. Watch your caffeine. Choose antioxidant-rich drinks and add magnesium-packed snacks. Your ears will thank you. Then there's Michael, 60, a lifelong fish lover. But he didn't realize how vital omega-3 fatty acids were until his hearing started to fade. He figured supplements were just hype until his doctor showed him studies linking omega-3s to healthier nerves and less inflammation. Michael began eating salmon, mackerel, and sardines twice a week. But here's the twist. He also added flax seeds to his morning smoothie, a plant-based omega-3 powerhouse. Within months, Michael felt a change, not just hearing clearer, but more energy, less brain fog. "It's like my ears and mind are syncing again," he said. Tip 2. Make omega-3s a regular part of your diet, from fish or plants. They're your nerve's best friend. Last story. Susan, 65, always loved colorful plates, but her doctor told her, "You need more vitamin C and E." At first, she thought, more oranges? More nuts? Boring. Then Susan got creative. She made vibrant salads with spinach, bell peppers, strawberries, and almonds. She roasted sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of sunflower seeds. One evening, her husband asked, Where's that energy coming from? You're glowing. Susan smiled. Turns out feeding your ears can light up your whole day. So here's the third tip. Fill your plate with colorful, vitamin-packed foods. They fight inflammation and keep your hearing sharp. These aren't just tips. They're small changes with big impact, like turning the volume back up on your life. Look, I get it. Hearing loss feels like a slow, creeping shadow. It steals moments, muffles voices, and sometimes makes you doubt yourself. But here's the truth nobody tells you. It's not the end. Not by a long shot. You have more power than you think. Every bite you take, every habit you build, every small choice, it all adds up, like tiny sparks that reignite a fire. Remember Robert, Helen, Michael, Susan? They started just where you are now, uncertain, frustrated, maybe even a little scared. But they chose to fight, not with pills or gadgets alone, but with something simple and ancient, nature's own medicine on their plates. Imagine your hearing as a garden. Neglected, it wilts, but tend it with care, with the right food and love, and it blooms again. Vibrant, alive, full of sound. You're not alone in this. Millions are on this journey, and every step forward is a victory. So, listen closely. This is your invitation. To tune in, to nourish, to reclaim, to laugh louder, to hear clearer, to live fuller. Because life's richest sounds aren't just out there, they're waiting inside you, ready to bloom.